Facebook. Down here in the dungeon once again. I'm gonna do some invites. Any music heard playing in the background under the fair use, coincidental, not meant to gain any financial benefit from. This is strictly educational purposes only. Shit, okay, fuck it. So today is Q&A. What y'all want to know about? Instead of doing invites, they're making me tag people. So I'm tagging all these people in this video. They probably gonna think I'm crazy. But this is the way the meta is doing it now. I never felt this way before. Say you'll be mine. Alright, I guess that's it. So, Facebook family, what's up? What's going on? How y'all doing? Oh, now I got a whole separate invite list. Ain't that something? So we went from tags to invites. So I don't know what's going on with this Facebook shit. So we're gonna be doing Q&As today. I'm down here in the dungeon doing laundry and get caught up on some cleaning down here. But in the meantime, I'll stop to do this while this first load running. I got Black Magic 363 on Black Magic 363 on YouTube, and we're gonna be revisiting some of what I went over with Young Elder about the oppression, the oppressor, the tactics and strategies being used. So turn the music off because I don't want these motherfuckers to mute me. They be muting my videos if they hear music playing in the background on some bitch ass shit. So I don't know how many people they're gonna let me invite, but I'm gonna do as many as I can. Right quick, I'm almost to the end of what it's a certain amount. Yeah, that's it. So so Beverly Foot said, what do we need to do from here on out? Pay attention, right? Because they didn't announce the Queen then croaked. We already know that she croaked when the crest fell off of the gates of Buckingham Palace about a year and a half ago. But they didn't announce it to the public until September the 8th. September the 8th, that's 3 days before September 11th, or the turnaround, 9/11, right? And then, and the Vatican is calling home all of the assets. Now, this is big. The Vatican is bigger than the Queen. Well, I don't know. They probably about the same amount of big, because to announce her demise is the same as saying that the royal family fell. And then you got the Pope who calling in all of the papal holdings to be returned to the Vatican coffers by the end of the month. And the general report is that we talking a couple of $1 billion. That's not true. The Vatican holds trillions of dollars in assets. Every corporate legal fiction masquerading as a government is owned by the Catholic Church. The Catholic Church owns all legal fiction corporations. And that was done by a papal bulls back in what they call the Unum Sanctum papal bulls years ago. So yeah. Yep, dissolving the Knights of Malta, all of that stuff is tied into it. Um, I'm gonna see if I could pin Corey comment for a minute, because this is what we talking about. And so it's a lot of stuff going on, but we ain't paying attention, right? So I shared a post of the guy from YouTube had did the gematria on the queen, saved me a whole lot of work. So I just shared it, it'd be easier. So yeah, you should have about 60 days supplies, because when they first pull this money out, it's going to leave a hole in the global economy to the tune of probably about $2 trillion. That's going to cause governments to collapse around the world. It's a chain reaction, a domino effect. Yep. Let me see. Any more questions in here? So we just doing, yep, Kinfolk, that's his name. Yeah, he was so laser precise. Only thing he didn't do was the Q flips. The Q flips is the 17 months. The 17 months since her husband died, he did it in days, right? But it was 17 months, and then it's we'll come back up somewhere else. But he didn't do the Q flips. The Q flips is critical, right? And then some of the numbers that he was flipping got codes to him. What's going on, Chief Peacock over there, Thunderbird in the house? We see you, baby. Right? So now it's a waiting game, and they've been dragging this shit out for a long ass time. I'm tired of them dragging it out. Whew, shit. Let me see. Any more questions? So the currency, if you have cash, go somewhere and buy some jewelry. You need to be able to insulate the collapse by converting fiat currency into precious metals, primarily gold, silver, and platinum, or you can if you got enough money, you can put them into what we call white diamonds. This is the currency of the future. We going from ain't nothing backing the money to the money backed up like a motherfucker. And some of it is going to be done through the blockchain and the cryptocurrency. But however it is done, it boils down to this. Ain't no more of that credit, debit shit. Yeah, I just told him the queen been dead since the crest fell off the gate. So the crest fell off the gate about 2 years ago, year and a half ago, something like that. That's when she was that's a real announcement of her death, but wasn't nobody paying that shit no attention. Right? So then they use the coming forth of the information in order to put out on a time schedule, in order to match up with the numbers. All this shit it's murder by numbers. It's killing motherfucker by the numbers, accumulated other numbers. All right? So that's what they've been doing, killing motherfuckers by numbers. See, even if you don't be dead, the numbers is going to tell your demise. Right? So a lot of us don't pay attention to the numbers. Even the time of day, like right now it's 1:37, right? That's ACG. ACG in numbers. Or we could flip it to the 13 and the 7, which is an MG flip, right? But all of those is contingent on other aspects in order to get to the meaning of what they're saying. 13 is the queen mother. 7 is the master. So queen mother flipped the master on the turnaround off the clock on the tick to the top. Right? So all that shit be relevant. Yeah. The numbers gang. Got that right, Janae. What's the main thing to have in place for what's supposed to come? How long we got? So this is the question we're working on right now. How long we got? Maybe others have the same question. Okay, so you gotta be able to eat and you gotta be able to drink clean water for at least 30 days. But if you could have enough for 60 days, you would be good. Some of the water supply is going to be deliberately interrupted, like in Jackson, Mississippi. And the purpose of that is to declare a national emergency. The reason they need to declare a national emergency is so the FEMA can take charge of the continuity of government. So we talking about a seamless transition from the old system to come into the new system. Right? So that's what that's all about. It's possible that the midterms will be interrupted anyway, because when the Pope pull the money back, look, that's coming in October. The last day of this month is the deadline. And that's, you're going to start seeing, like the week leading up to it, stocks going to start to fall on the market. But all that's artificial now, because the stock market is no longer in the hands of the cabal, nor is the international banks. See, all that stuff has been seized by the people of Earth. So what this boiled down to is we've been fighting a war against some motherfuckers that came from somewhere else to subjugate us and make us the eternal slaves. And we decided that, we don't want to do that slave shit. We tried it, we didn't like it, and we're not going to do it no more. So anybody coming with the slave mentality, because it's been embedded in the culture now, it's so embedded in the culture, you have people calling other people pets because of their skin tone. Right? You got people feeling entitled, like they should just get something because they know you. Oh, I know him. I'm going to go over there because he's balling out of control. No, it don't work like that. Motherfucker not getting shit that they don't earn. Yeah, so if Beverly, if you remember, about a week ago, they said that the water was unsafe to drink in Jackson. And then they didn't give him no motherfucking relief. Now, if I was in Jackson, the guy that brought that water maker to Flint, I would try to get about 6 of them on the government's dollar to put them around the city so we could have fresh water in Jackson. But nobody don't think that much in advance. Right. All this shit, okay, look, the first thing is they gonna try to use every scare tactic they can come up with. Anything that can muster the fear of the people. Why do they want you scared? Because when you start being scared, you stop thinking. And as long as you're not thinking, they ahead of you. Somebody has sent a request to join the video. Caleb Mustafa, and they wouldn't let him in. Now I got Tracy, unable to add guests. They can't join your broadcast at this time. Ain't that some shit? So they don't want nobody joining the broadcast. Facebook on some real bullshit. Hey, Londa, what's going on? I see you. That's my way back. We go way back. You and me, girl, go a long way back. Yeah. So if we ain't paying attention, we gonna overlook all of these little things, emergency, the FEMA activating events. Because when they activate FEMA in enough places, it'll come out as a national emergency, which in turn will flip the government under FEMA control, which will give it to Raven Rock continuity of government coming out of the Cheyenne Mountains. And that's going to be the opening of the way for us to see what's going on and for us to know who's in charge and who not. Where them boys at, Londa? So long as y'all not paying attention, they're going to exploit that. They're going to exploit everything they can. Wow. If Facebook been on some real bullshit lately. Facebook, Instagram, all of them been on some bullshit lately. Like, I can't even go live on Instagram right now. I've been in Facebook jail for 6 months. It's only my second video coming out of Facebook jail after about 6 months. Maybe even longer than that. And you go back to, let me say, I did a video a week ago. And if you go back to the last one I did on Facebook, way back. So we talking like 6, 7, maybe 8 months I've been in Facebook jail. They ain't even shadow ban me. I just try to go live and they be like, you ain't going live. And then when I go try to find out what the restrictions is, it ain't no restrictions. You just ain't going live, motherfucker. The shadow ban was on my other shit where they tell me I could do certain shit, but then when I try to do it, it don't come out. Like right now, if I try to go live on Instagram, it's just a steal. There's no, I don't even know how they did that shit, but they did it where it's just like they took a picture of me and held that in the place of the video, and the video don't run. So, yeah, I got a lot of opposition. I got a lot of trolls, haters. Big Mama say you ain't successful if you ain't got no haters. You gotta have haters to be successful because somebody gotta disagree with what you're doing them, especially when you're trying to do what's right. As long as you're trying to do what's right, it's gonna be always some old half-cocked ass motherfucking under-researched, overinflated ego ass motherfuckers trying to step on your toes and kick you in the back and all that shit. Right? Well, they've been have a lot of antibiotic resistant. A lot of that shit made in the laboratory with the antibiotic it's resistant to is the reason it's resistant. But that's going too far into the science for you to even grasp. Because it has to be exposed to the antibiotic in order to build up the resistance. So they treat it in the laboratory. They'll kill off the majority of it, then they'll let it reculture with the antibiotic present so it can resist antibiotics. That's the easiest shit to do. These motherfuckers been chemical warfaring us since they came over here. If y'all remember, see, they don't like us talking about when they came over here because we ain't even supposed to know we was already here. That's crazy as fuck to me because I automatically know I was already here, right? And I'm still fucking here. They keep telling me these motherfuckers stole our land, but every time I look out my window, I see our fucking land. Get that bullshit out your head. They can't take nothing from you. You don't surrender. You got to surrender that shit. We in a Jubilee year. Close all their contracts. That's a wrap on that shit. So they telling me that they stole our land. But when I look out the window, the land's still here. Where they put it? Where did they hide it? Where they put our land they stole? Who got it? Where is it at? Right? I see it, but we ain't doing nothing with it. Right? It's a universal law called the law of use. The law of use is what they implemented in order to establish some shit called squatters' rights. The squatter rights came about because Lewis and Clark said we abandoned our land because our castles was empty and there was no royal families on the land. But at the time that happened, we fucking 200-300 years into warfare in the Gullah Wars. They call them Seminole Wars. So when you hear us talking about the Gullah Wars, the Geechee Wars, right, the Gullah Geechee Wars, we talking about with the same thing they talking about, but they call them Seminole Wars, right? And they call them Seminole Wars because they say we was an admixture of peoples from all across the land. And I keep telling y'all, soldiers came far away as the Polynesian Islands to fight in the land of flowers. They came as far away as Alaska, and a lot of the castles on the land has been converted into prisons. Y'all don't pay attention to that shit. They converted the castles into prisons because the royal families needed a place to go. And they wanted to lock their ass up so they can undermine who we was and Jacobin replace us as the Edoms, the ruddy red people on the land, the Cherokee, Choctaw, Chickasaw, the Gullahs, the Geechees, all you motherfuckers with these feathers. Why in the fuck is y'all wearing feathers instead of gold and silver? Right? So our adornments, they thought we were savage. I don't know how they thought we were savage when the Algonquins went to the Iberian Peninsula and whooped their motherfucking ass over there. That's why they came over here on some get back shit. But we don't know world history, let alone so-called American history in order to put this shit together. When you start studying history from the viewpoint of people in other countries, it changes your ability to see the fraud. You can see the shit so clear when that happened. It's obvious at that point that something is amiss in these so-called Americas and that somebody here that don't belong here. Out of all of the people over here, it's a small group of people that came over here with the bullshit and they don't belong here, right? And that small group of people is not us. That's the crazy part. We not that small group of people that don't belong here, but them motherfuckers look like us, but they ain't us. See, we got this thing that we do with each other, and only we do it, right? I get mad at my brother, right? I'm just mad, motherfucker. I'm supposed to be mad. Let me calm the fuck down and we can talk about this shit. They don't do that. They get mad at you, smile in your face, and as soon as you turn around, they stab you in the back. That's their culture. That's not our culture, right? So if we get mad at the sisters, right, and we go talk to mama about it. Mama, my sister won't do this right, and I'm trying to help her, but she keep playing these motherfucking fuck games. Well, let me see what's going on, and mama gonna investigate. And sometimes mama need a little help, so she can say, hey, Pops, come over here, look at this situation with these kids, because these motherfuckers ain't acting right. So now you got mom and pop on the same issue. It's got to get resolved. They don't believe in resolving issues amicably. They believe in kill one of the motherfuckers and just leave his ass dead. So my philosophy is if they try to kill one of us, we kill 10 of them, they'll stop killing us. But we can't follow our protocol because we too busy following their protocol. We can't change the way the game plays because we keep playing by their rules with no rule book. We can't keep them honest if we ain't holding them to the rule book that they brought. They told you it was a religion. I'm telling you it's a contract and a riddle. And they call it the Holy Bible, right? The Helios Biblios. And the reason they call it that is because Nibiru is a sun. And that motherfucker gonna be 2 suns in the sky at the same time when y'all see that shit. And the 2 suns is, one of them is the Helios, right? And the Helios is the flame or the SOL, soul. And the other one is the perpetual light that's always here. So when you're looking at one that only come every 3,600 years, we got a tendency to forget that it only come every 3,600 years. And so when they get ready to come, we get scared all over again. But in bygone eras, we were singing a song, a Lafia song, welcoming the ancestors back to come clean this shit up. But one of them motherfuckers came and tried to take over because he was jealous of the way we ran shit. We didn't have jealousy on Earth until Enlil bitch ass brought that shit down here. I'm a jealous God. You can only worship me. The rest of them guys don't mean that. I'm the only one count. Get your bitch ass out of here with that old fake ass God shit. And these niggas following your dumb ass because you on some collect the idiots and buffoons and the clowns, and you keep all them motherfuckers together. Take them motherfuckers with you when you leave this motherfucker and miss us with this bullshit. We tolerated a whole lot of shit over here. Yeah, it's bloodline business. That's family business. It's not personal. If I was taking this shit personal, it'd be so many motherfuckers deceased. It'd be so many motherfuckers with blood all over the streets, but I don't take it personal. I just try to solve the matter and resolve the issue and give everybody what they earn. So if you got a rotten, dirty motherfucker that do rotten, dirty shit, he didn't earn the reward that a rotten, dirty motherfucker get coming to him. So when some foul ass shit happen to a rotten motherfucker, don't you motherfuckers stand up there and cry. Y'all better do some Vernon John shit. Right? He lived like a dog, died like a dog. Now we gonna drop his ass in the hole. That's it. And we definitely got to stop this child sex cult shit they got going on. This secret squirrel baby raping cult they got. That shit definitely gotta go. It has to go. Right? Then when we get rid of the baby rapers, we gotta get rid of the blood drinkers, the adrenochrome, the vampires. Blood-sucking motherfuckers, the fake rabbis sucking on little babies' pee-pee, talking about he giving them a circumcision, sissy-ass motherfuckers. And them don't leave out them Assalamu alaikum motherfuckers, because they want to marry little girls 4, 5, and 6 years old, and they say, oh, Aisha was 8 when Muhammad married her, so that make it okay. No, in the fuck it don't. No, in the fuck it don't. But here you got all these niggas from over here, right? Motherfuckers look like us, convert to Islam, go over there, see the motherfuckers with slaves, with child sex trafficking, and turn a blind eye in the name of Islam. Fuck your Islam, bitch. Keep that shit. It don't work here. Right? Then you got these motherfucking Catholics. We all know what they've been doing. They don't even want no girls. Them motherfuckers don't want no girl. All they want to do is rape little boys, right? So now we done got all of the big 3, but we ain't done yet because we got these motherfuckers in these secret lodges and shit, right? Sacrificing babies on altars in order to hold on to the last vestiges of power because you motherfuckers won't take y'all children out of Sheol. Y'all know what that is. They call it the school. And Sheol is the dismal abyss. So you sending your child to school, and these motherfuckers in these white vans snatching their ass up. But until it happened to your child, you don't see no reason to pull them out of this educational system. The educational system, first of all, is a miseducation system. It's designed to teach your child to be a good functional slave. The only way you can make a motherfucker be a good functional slave is you have to turn off his ability to think. As long as a motherfucker can think, he's not fit to be a slave. All of the nations of the world sent psychiatrists and psychologists and sociologists to find out why did they have a French Revolution. And they came back with the common general consensus is that it was too many of them motherfuckers thinking for themselves. And since it was so many of them thinking for themselves, it spontaneously happened because they didn't agree with the bullshit that was going down in France at the hands of motherfucking Ferdinand and Isabella. But they don't want me to tell y'all about that part, right? They just want you to think the people was one day out on the farm, farming a motherfucking lot, and they say, you know what we gonna do? I'm gonna see if I can round up a bunch of motherfuckers to overthrow the crown. That's what we gonna do. And they round up a bunch of motherfuckers. Hey, Drea, what's going on, girl? I've been looking for you. You keep ducking me. But anyway, they want you to believe that the French Revolution, bunch of people just decided one day we don't want a king no more. We don't want a queen no more. That goes against the nature of humanity. We all looking for a leader. We all looking for the leader. The problem is that when the real leaders is gone, anybody can fill the position as long as they look the part. All that means is dress that monkey up in the suit and put him out front. So when they dressed that monkey up in the suit, they found out he was Bozo, and Bozo was a fucking clown. And the clown is just a jester, and the jester the only motherfucker that could tell the king what's really going on without having his head severed. So that's why they say a lot of truth is said in jest. Or we just saying the truth, however you want to word it, right? So if a lot of truth is said in jest, we're going to crack some jokes on these motherfuckers. Ding dong, the witch is dead. Ding dong, the witch is dead. Queen lizard, lizard bit eating babies by the head. Ding dong, the witch is dead. Fuck that bitch. She ain't did nothing for us. Why would I mourn when she died? That bitch ain't did nothing for me. When I was in the joint, that bitch ain't sent me nan note, letter. She ain't put no money on my book. She ain't buy me no books. She ain't did nothing for me. So why in the fuck would I give a fuck if she died? She don't mean nothing to me. I have no emotional connection to this motherfucking lizard bitch at all. None. I don't got no emotional connection to her. She been dead, first of all. So if I would have been gonna mourn, I would have mourned 2 years ago when the crest fell off the gate of Buckingham Palace. But y'all niggas wasn't watching that shit because y'all was too busy crying over Kobe. I'm just saying. Y'all was too busy crying about Gangsta Nip that y'all didn't even see the crest fell off the gate to tell you the bitch was dead years ago. You can look that shit up. That bitch been dead. That bitch been dead so long her body might be dust already. Let's say put that bitch in a deep freezer somewhere. She probably was in a deep freezer. But they've been using motherfucking actors to pretend to be politicians. They've been using CGI on the television screen to trick your ass into thinking that these politicians are still alive. Hillary gone. You ain't heard a hide or hair from William Jefferson. Where you at, Mr. Jefferson? He ain't moving up to the east side, I can tell you that much. So William Jefferson, you ain't heard hide or hair from that mother. Last time you seen him, his detox from adrenochrome had his face starting to fall off and shit, but motherfuckers wasn't paying attention. He looked like a full-blown zombie. But no, y'all don't want to talk about that shit. Right? Dave Chappelle is a fucking lookalike, won a lookalike contest in Vegas. When he won the lookalike contest, they told him to imitate Dave Chappelle because Dave didn't want to play their bullshit no more. The nigga got up and dipped. So they got this big-ass, oversized Dave Chappelle, and nobody ain't asking no questions. This Dave Chappelle about 5'11", probably 6 feet tall, and 180 pounds. You got this big-ass, 6'6" nigga, 300 pounds, muscle-bound motherfucker talking about he Dave Chappelle, and y'all ain't caught that shit yet. That's a goddamn shame. They just tell y'all any goddamn thing, but when I come on here, motherfuckers say I'm crazy when I tell you that they just telling you any goddamn thing, and as long as you fall for any goddamn thing, you supposed to fall in a hole. Because you ain't just supposed to fall for everything these motherfuckers tell you, but y'all fall for this shit. Oh yeah, Charlie Ward, that's my dude. He a code flipper like a motherfucker. If y'all know the codes, Charlie Ward is the man to watch. If you don't know the codes, you ain't gonna believe nothing that nigga saying, because you ain't gonna know what he talking about. I've been telling motherfuckers, I even put a side-by-side comparison picture of the new Dave Chappelle and the old. To me, they don't even look that much alike, but these other motherfuckers tend to believe, oh, that's Dave Chappelle, bruh. That's really Dave Chappelle. Get the fuck out of here. So this nigga, wait till he get in his 30s and grow 5 inches and pick up 60 pounds. Oh, he been working out. Dave Chappelle was working out in Africa. That nigga ain't finna lift nan weight. The real Dave Chappelle not finna lift nan weight. And the nigga, he might curl a Newport if he smoked, but this new Dave Chappelle smoke. I don't even remember the old Dave Chappelle with a cigarette. I'm just saying. But this new Dave Chappelle chain smoke like a motherfucker Newports. I don't remember the old Dave Chappelle smoking cigarettes. Drea, I wish I could pull you in here and tell these motherfuckers, but look, y'all motherfuckers fall for everything. They got about 7 Joe Bidens. You got the motherfucker with the earlobe attached, the motherfucker with the big ear, the motherfucker with the little ear. Then you got the motherfucker with the blue eyes. You got the motherfucker with the gray eyes. You got the motherfucker with the brown eyes. But y'all don't pay that shit no attention. Then you got the motherfucker with the blonde hair. Then you got the other motherfucker with the gray hair. But no, it's the same motherfucker. Then you got the CGI Joe Biden played by motherfucking Jim Carrey that can't say shit right. I can describe America in one word. What the fuck word is it, Joe? What the fuck did you just say? That's Dave Chappelle, Fire Marshal Bill, all goddamn day long. But when he needs to say something important, they switch him out. They put James Woods in there. Now all of a sudden he went from dementia character I can't say that out loud because I might get in trouble. You the fucking president, so they say, you bitch made motherfucker. What you mean you gonna get in trouble? But y'all don't pay that shit no attention. This motherfucker took off on the bike and fell off a goddamn bike. Old ass ain't had no business on a bike that's not stationary, no way. Old decrepit ass motherfucker. Look, y'all stop falling for the banana in the tailpipe. You can see this shit if you open your motherfucking mind and pay attention. But y'all close your mind and expect somebody to help you change your condition. The condition doesn't change until that which causes the condition is identified. So that's why I've been telling y'all the whole time, these motherfuckers came in off the 32-degree Scottish Rite, motherfucking Albert Pike morals and dogma on the conjure war between the feathers and the fezzes, and the dirty Moors lost their fezzes to the righteous Moors, and they took our feathers and they hid them. We got to find the feathers. We ain't got to worry about the fezzes, because we done already took that shit over. Chief Malik Angel Bay, that's his cleanup duty there. That don't got nothing to do with me. I'm blue light, she red. He gonna deal with the motherfuckers that's out here masquerading, trying to get you to get your nationality, and when you flip your nationality card on, you still part of the United States. Make that shit make sense, Moors. When you flip your nationality card, you a citizen of the United States of America. Make that, how you autonomous and you still a citizen, and the citizen is a straw man, and the straw man is a legal fiction, and the legal fiction is somebody that's legally dead. And to be legally dead under the law is a scientific blackness, which takes us back to the chess game we was playing. They was white, we was black, they attack, we defend. They thought we wasn't paying attention when we kicked their motherfucking ass, so we kicked their ass. Now they mad because motherfuckers like me, who's not a Moor, never been a Moor. I studied all that shit because my chief, Timothy Drew, Noble Drew Ali says, get you a good Moorish education. When I got a good Moorish education, I found out that there was no flag of the Bays, which means the Bays is just there to fill up seats. Who in the fuck is the L's, motherfuckers? So these was the motherfuckers they called the lawgivers. They're the motherfuckers that brought in legalists, Latin, Etruscan motherfuckers. We gonna go over this shit tonight because they got death oaths between them. This is why they got the motherfucking sword on their fezzes in them lodges, because that's the symbol of the death oath. Right? Hell no, I ain't no more. Look, I don't got no problem with the righteous Moors, right? Because we had to take their shit over. We just like they was infiltrating all our shit. We had to infiltrate their shit. We won, they lost. Feathers beat the feathers, and we gonna beat any motherfucker that come over here trying to disrupt our way of life. We gonna adopt their shit, use our shit in their shit in order to communicate what the fuck they doing. So one of us gonna always come along. Mama got a boy for every occasion. Mama got a boy for every occasion. So it don't matter. We don't never stop coming. We don't die. We multiply, motherfucker. We baby kids. And baby big mama in this bitch. And big mama said leave no stone unturned. So we didn't leave no stone unturned. We went in all of their lodges and pulled out the bullshit. Every lodge was infiltrated. Every lodge was infiltrated. And all of the lodges was rites of passage programs for the royal families on the land. And they infiltrated it because they had the same rites of passage program, except them motherfuckers came over to take our shit and to undermine us and to displace us so that they can say they us at the close of the age. That shit don't work on me. Trick no good. Trick no good. I ain't falling for it. Now the rest of these motherfuckers can fall for it. They can wrap themselves up in that motherfucking taco shell or burrito shell and roll their ass right on out of here with the rest of them motherfuckers, because this shit doesn't have anything to do with us. It just so happened that they came over here just like the war in heaven landed on earth. The war in Europe came across the water. That shit ain't had nothing to do with us till we went over there poking around, giving the motherfucking aid and assistance to the motherfuckers in the Iberian Peninsula who was being perpetually raped and subjugated by a group of motherfuckers called the black nobility. And they don't call them the black nobility because they a secret. They call them the black nobility. Them motherfuckers look like us. But in a legal status, they call it a free white person in law. So when you look up free white person in law, and the definition in Black's Law Dictionary is not a happenstance or coincidence that these motherfuckers is called Moors. Stinking ass motherfuckers. They thought they was slick. They use all of our symbols, but they use them in reverse. When we throw up the fist, we throw up the right. When they throw up the fist, they throw up the left. We already know what that is. They mirroring us in mockery. They making fun of us because all of the motherfuckers on the land and got caught in the dogma and forgot about the moral compass. The moral compass is going to override the dogma. That's right, Dre. All skin folk ain't kinfolk. They look like us, but they ain't us. I don't know who them motherfuckers think they is, but they not going to beat us. Mama and Pac say, I done seen too many real niggas fall to let these bitch niggas beat us. They have to be bitches because they got a problem with women. The only motherfucking man that got a problem with women is a bitch ass nigga. That's just the way to say it. It's not personal. That's just what it is. How you got a problem with women and you supposed to be a man? That supposed to be your highest aspiration, is to be in the presence of women. Because the feminine make the masculine more masculine and make you motherfuckers stand up and defend your motherfucking community. But them Hebrew Israelites, fuck them niggas too. Them niggas on some fuck shit too. Them niggas is on the same thing as them Assalamu alaikum motherfuckers. Call themselves on polygamy. I'm a Hebrew Israelite. I can have many wives as I want because I'm like King Solomon. Get your bitch ass somewhere and sit the fuck down with that bullshit. Miss me with that shit, you motherfucking purple and gold wearing motherfuckers. You motherfuckers was already here, and now you adopted an identity that was created out of thin fucking air to tell you who the fuck you is, because you don't know who you is. I don't have no problem with the individual. I got a problem with the social engineered psychology they developed. Hey, Shakara, I ain't seen you in a minute. What's going on, sister? So, hey, look, Drill, you know me and you been on the same page for a long time. All of these fuck niggas, they got a problem with women, but they want a woman. Make this shit, man. How you got a problem with a woman, but you want a woman? You don't want to put the power where it belongs on earth, because the earth is feminine and it's supposed to be ran under a matriarchy. But y'all don't even know the difference is this. This is the simplest way to understand the difference in patriarchy and matriarchy. Under patriarchy, control everybody, control everything. Under matriarchy, just be your best self. That's it. Till you teach the children to be their best self, the social structure starts to self-correct. Because you tell them, don't take no bullshit off nobody, but don't take bullshit to nobody else. Just like you ain't gonna take none, don't dish it out. That's it. It don't take no rocket science. It don't take no metaphysics, no quantum physics, or none of that. If you really want to understand matriarchy, patriarchy is control everybody, control everything. That shit is exhausting to be in that leadership position. It's so exhausting to be in that leadership position that you got to get a crash dummy to be in the leadership position under patriarchy. Because by the time that motherfucker get done, I guarantee you, his hair going to start out looking like this. 2-3 years in, that shit going to be this color. All you got to do is look at Hussein, Obama. That nigga did 8 years. That nigga looked like he done a whole 50-year penitentiary bit. That motherfucker aged in front of your face. He couldn't take it. Oh, fake-ass leader. Now remember, the figurehead, the CEO, is just a puppet. He just the front man. He ain't even no motherfucking power. He not the juice. The president don't run shit, and you ain't elected nan president in the history of presidential elections. They are selections. And as Kinfolk said in his video, all they doing for an election is taking a survey. That's all. Yep. And then they don't want nobody to say nothing. Don't say nothing about that shit. I ain't got no oath to nobody. My only allegiance is Prime Creator and my family. That's it. And my family are those, because you know your friends is the family you pick. Your relatives is the family you born into. It's a big fucking difference. Every motherfucker related to you don't got your best interest at heart. But we don't want to talk about that shit. Hey, Angel. That's my angel baby there. These motherfuckers is running around trying to mislead y'all, and they will use your family member to misuse you. I'm going to say that again because some of y'all motherfuckers went over y'all head. It was simple English, but I'm going to say it again. These motherfuckers will use your family member in order to misuse you. Ain't nothing wrong with being used. It's when you misuse that it's a problem. And if you motherfuckers allow motherfuckers to misuse you, then you sleeping on your post, and then you're going to get corrected in the harshest manner possible because somebody going to bump your ass and wake you up. You can't sleep on your post. You can't let these motherfuckers... You better call me today sometime. But a lot of you motherfuckers is sitting here on some go along, get along, we shall overcome ass bullshit. I'm not from that Martin Luther King nonviolent philosophy, because I know for a fact from 53 years of living, if I don't know nothing else, sometimes in order to do what's right, you got to punch a motherfucker in the face, chop them in the throat, push their snot box back, turn their eyes black, get their back dirty, right? And then you can go and continue doing what's right. But every now and then, you have to interrupt that shit with some motherfucking hostilities in order to keep this shit all with the balance, you know, and as my motherfucking boy Dolo would say, I'm here handling God's duties and responsibilities and shit, and these motherfuckers want to get in the way. So if they get ran the fuck over, run their ass over. Don't take no shit off none of them. Fuck them motherfuckers. We own this motherfucker, the power of love. That shit's all underrated. Look, The love energy is produced as life force essence from mitochondria. A conscious woman, I don't care where she come from, if she is a conscious woke woman, she can control that shit in the man she love. But if she don't love him, she just gonna make that nigga go crazy. These 9-vote ass niggas better raise their motherfucking tolerance, cause these 250,000 vote women gonna short his motherfucking fuse out. These niggas gonna be running in the walls, running in the cars, and running into traffic, ain't gonna know why. She done turned your goddamn mitochondria on and you ain't do your self-work, and that's not conducive, right? She can't turn your mitochondria on and you ain't purified your ego self, because it's going to send you off the deep end. Nigga, you going to dive off of a motherfucking high bridge with a short goddamn rope. Can't do that shit. That's why these niggas get these women to have full-fledged bitch fits. Oh, you can't go over your mama house. She been going over her mama house since she was born, nigga. The fuck you mean she can't go over her mama house because she might be... Nigga, get the fuck out of here. First of all, if you need to micromanage a motherfucker, you in the wrong goddamn relationship. If you need to micromanage a motherfucker, you in the wrong... You need to get out that relationship. If you got to worry about a motherfucker if they cough or hiccup, who you talking to? You in the wrong relationship, right? Or you might not even be relationship material, because some of these motherfuckers not even relationship material because they can't even relate to themselves. So how they gonna develop a relationship with somebody else and they don't even know the fuck they is or what they made of? All they know is the pussy get wet, the dick get hard, put the motherfuckers together, and lo and behold, nothing. Nothing. You had a whole opportunity to manifest your best life with a wet pussy and a hard dick, and then you motherfuckers dropped the ball. Because it felt good at the moment. You didn't even think to activate none of the higher conscious aspects of the sex energy. You just wanted to strict low vibrational fuck mode. That's what fuck niggas and fuck bitches do. They go straight into fuck mode. They don't even know that shit is a whole magical conjure happening in real time to raise the vibrational frequency of each other. But, you know, y'all don't want to talk about that shit because you want to talk about how she ain't fit and she want to talk about he ain't none of these niggas ain't right. And then you got this nigga over here, none of these bitches ain't right. Nigga, y'all ain't looked in the fucking mirror. So you walk around with a mirror in your purse or your pocket, and when you hear a motherfucker talking about another motherfucker, all women ain't shit, all women bitches, get that nigga the mirror, because might be the bitch he talking about. He just don't know it yet because he haven't looked in the mirror lately. That's the same thing for one of them women that's talking about, and all niggas dogs, all being dogs. Them niggas ain't no good. Fuck them niggas. Bitch, you just trying to get a woman too. So we all know that the woman is the goddamn prize, because you got women trying to undermine men from getting women. Then the culture. Here's the cultural development that y'all not even watching. They making it almost against the law for a man to say hi to a woman. That's a whole sexual harassment right there. Hey, sweetie, how you doing? Oh, nigga, you going to jail. What the fuck you mean I'm going to jail? That's rape vibes. Nigga, I just said hi. That's rape. Beat it. So if none of these motherfuckers get it in their skull, that gray matter back there, that mush, that motherfucker not working. You can't sit here down everybody else and then expect the motherfuckers you down to come to your assistance. That don't make sense to me. That's totally backward. My father would say, that's the dumbest shit in the world. The dumbest shit in the world. Right? So, I haven't seen any more questions. I've been waiting on some questions to come in. Well, we just in this bitch chopping up the game. They won't allow me to let nobody in. I'm trying to let some viewers in. I wish I could get in here with Drea so we can talk about these motherfuckers together, cause she know what the fuck I'm talking about. Angel know too. But listen, 222. Oh, that's a divine empress. That's mama baby girl. Big mama baby girl right there. Anyway, these, you can't down all the weather doing a motherfucking thing, Drea. Look, it done flooded in deserts around the world, and it done been dry in monsoon areas around the world at the same time. That means that the position of the water shifted. We don't know about the atmospheric rivers. The atmospheric rivers is large bodies of water that run through the upper atmosphere, and it dumps in key locations. When Earth started cleaning up at the close of the age, I already went over that, Alex, you late. That was the first part of the video, bitch ass pedo pope. Anyway, so when these atmospheric rivers, then here go the kicker. In the Sahara Desert, water just sprang up from underground and made a whole goddamn river. It just sprang up. This made a river. Just gonna run a river in the middle of the Sahara Desert where it ain't rained and probably had about 2 inches of rain in the last 500 years in the Sahara Desert. All of a sudden, you got a whole river that just pop up out the ground. I know you in Vegas. It was flooding in Vegas too. Them motherfucker was trying to play poker and goddamn it had an ankle full of water at the poker table. I seen that shit. I was watching. Yeah, I seen the laws that was passed for the bonds and look, stop falling for the scare tactics. It's gonna be a whole nother ball game, and it's a reason they passed that law. It's gonna be some good men have to do some real foul shit to some real foul individuals in order to clean this shit up. And we needed to get the law out the fucking way. And apparently, the cleanup start in Illinois, or what we call the Midwest. Because this is who it's affecting. It's primarily Illinois, and it's a Midwestern legal maneuver. So we looking at second-degree murder is bondable. It's a personal bond. They call it an I bond in Chicago, right? So you be able to go murder this no good rotten motherfucker and bond straight out without putting up a dollar. A no cash bond. Here's what some of y'all understand about the law. A bond under the law of the land is guaranteed. A bond is guaranteed by the government. You're not supposed to be held without bond. Anybody held without a bond, a reasonable bond at that, it's saying right in all their law books, it say that you got to have access to a reasonable bond. Now, if you got a motherfucker that's giving motherfucker $2 million, $3 million, $4 million, $5 million bonds, and these motherfuckers is coming from poverty, you know they can't make that bond. Even that 10% is $100,000 of $1 million bond. Ain't nobody finna come up with $1 million or $100,000 to bond out. And even if you go to the bail bondsman and they take 10% of what you got to put up, that $100,000, still 10 racks, and you still not bonding out. So they've been holding motherfuckers in Chicago and Cook County 5, 6, 7, 8 years fighting cases that they haven't even been convicted of. Remember, the doctrine of law is innocent till proven guilty. They got y'all in the court of public opinion massacring a motherfucker with no evidence. Go on, Drea. Create more storms in. Have more birthdays. Add some birthdays to your roster so you can make it rain more. Yep. And I just got a book about diplomatic relations between the United States and Haiti. But it just came today too, and you mentioned Haiti in the comments, and we'll go up there and look through. It might be something in there I need to see. So all these people seeing this shit going on, they don't even know what they're looking at. Have no fucking clue what they're looking at. And then here I come telling them with my extra determined as to wake a motherfucker up when we passed that part. We passed the part of waking a motherfucker up. Now it's time for some shock and awe. Let a motherfucker see what's about to happen. Right? I wanted to see Larry Hoover and Angel Bay shut that motherfucking Dan Ryan down and have a fucking parade from 95th all the way downtown, or from downtown to 95th, and load the goddamn security, bring in all FOIs, put them motherfuckers all the way down in the line, all the way down to Dan Ryan. See, that shit, that'll shake these motherfuckers and see who in control. But no, niggas don't want to do no real shit. When niggas start talking about doing some real shit, these niggas fold the fuck up quick. They all with fucking over each other. Yeah, we gonna ride on that nigga down the street because that's my op. That nigga can't possibly be your op because he's not the reason you can't eat. He can't be your op. He ain't the reason why you can't bind out of jail. He can't be your op. Right? And so you go down there and you murder this nigga, but the government take your ass to prison for murdering the nigga that you thought was your op, and now you a victim of your real, live, living ops. The police is not law enforcement. They serve, protect my ass. Them motherfuckers was created to catch slaves and only to catch slaves. And a slave is a person who's the policy on, right? So the police is the root word to policy. And you motherfuckers don't even see this shit in your face behind your back in real time. So the policy motherfuckers come in because you didn't uphold your end of the contract. And then you be like, I ain't made no contract. Then we go to the store and they be like, I need to card you for this liquor because you look young, and you pull out a driver's license or a state ID card. Nigga, that's a contract. That's a contract. You a citizen slave. The Emancipation Proclamation was not freeing anybody. A proclamation means you said something. Emancipation means to liberate. That's not what they just said you was liberated. They didn't do nothing to enforce that shit. The North versus the South had nothing to do with slavery like they tell you, because what you don't know is the Iroquois Confederation of Nations was the motherfucking Confederacy. They got you thinking they was some redneck motherfucking slaveholders, but the slaveholders was motherfuckers that played in Django by Samuel L. Jackson. That was the nigga that owned the big house. And before it was the big house, it was Big Mama. We used to go there and have all kind of family functions, and we was deep. It was always somebody at Big Mama house. So when Big Mama call in these boys to come in and clean this shit up, you can forget about it. She gonna keep calling sons until one of them figure it out. And I'm the last resort. I'm the motherfucker they don't want to call because I come in on 10. Well, right, why you come in on 10? Everybody before me exhausted 1 through 9 already, and I didn't get them nowhere. I'm coming in on 10. That's 10 toes down on the upright. I'm coming in. Kick the motherfucking doors down. They didn't let the GDs in the door. The GDs kicked the doors off the hinges, is what you motherfuckers don't understand. And the GD don't mean gangster disciple. It mean motherfucking growth and development, or it mean gorilla Dr. Rod. So you can take this shit however you want to. This shit is over with. But right now, we just going through the motions of following a star map in order to find the exit gate. So you want to know when the exit gate is? Ask an astrologer, when is the next major astrological event? They always posted them. These astrological events is going to be timed with another event, and that's how you're going to know. As above, so below, as within, so without. All of this shit is coming back full circle on their ass. It's off a knock to a knockback. Flip that shit around and bring us all home. We on some tap your heels 3 times, Dorothy. Ain't no place like home, ain't no place like home, ain't no place like home. And you supposed to be there. But these motherfuckers don't want you to know how to use your manifestation of self, so you can't never click your heels together because they always got you in the wrong shoes. Why would a motherfucker put somebody in the wrong shoes? They want you to walk a mile in the wrong direction. This shit is that simple. They put you on the wrong shoes so you won't find your way home. Right? So they got red bottoms because they walked in the blood of the babies. You stupid motherfuckers. So it's the red shoe mafia up in this bitch now. The pedestas. We are drilled, truthfully speaking. If it's not wintertime in the summer, we ain't supposed to wear shoes. But that was going to make us sink to the earth. That's why they got this rubber that thick. They target specific groups of people with specific style of shoe in order to undermine their ability to reconnect back to Mother Earth so she can say, hey, them motherfuckers don't belong on the land. You need to get them off. They don't want you to know that shit. Right? Once you know that shit and you start walking around barefooted, that's when you start getting massive downloads and these niggas tell you crazy. You heard what you heard, but it don't mean what it said. How in the fuck did I hear what I heard and it don't mean what it said when it said what it meant? Make this shit make sense. They don't want to do that. They don't want to do that. They want you to disregard your downloads so you can take the artificial information they giving you as being more superior than your connection with source. And that's why we need religions. Because they can't do it without the religion. Yeah, like if you want to know how difficult it is to ground with rubber, all you got to do is ask yourself what they use for protection against electric shock. Rubber. How it will work? It interferes with the transfer of electromagnetic frequency. Rubber is the poorest conductor of electricity. So you use rubber to block out the conduction, so therefore there is no connection to the earth. Christ had rule say Psalms 82, verse 5 through 8. 8 and 2 is 10, 5 and 8 is 13. That's Big Mama 10 toes down on the upright, off the 10 toes on the turnaround, off of a motherfucker that came in on 10 because everybody exhausted 1 through 9. Y'all motherfuckers better wake up because the next motherfucker coming in 12 toes down. If he 12 toes down, that means he got 6 on each foot. That means this motherfucker ain't like us. Right? So, my phone about to close me out whether I want to or not. But, Angel, holler at me, Drill, hit me up. And I'm gonna go on and exit this out. Yeah, polyester is the polyester fibers is made from artificial rubber. The whole concept of polyester was to mimic rubber, right? It was to mimic, because rubber is natural. You get rubber out of a tree. It come down like a sap. And then you cook it down until it's rubber state. You get the moisture out. Yeah, we've been crisscrossing, Drill. We've been crisscrossing. Yeah, we ain't gonna fold, but it's a bunch of motherfuckers that's already in the envelope they folded up so good. Them niggas folded up so good they already in the all right, Angel. Them motherfuckers already done. So before I let it die out, we're gonna wrap this up. Catch me tonight. Black Magic 363 YouTube. We going over some of them bloody oaks we talked about earlier. Tomorrow we gonna me and Young Elder supposed to go back over $5 Indians again, part 2. So tonight, Black Magic 363. Tomorrow is Young Elder. Both of them I think is 9:30. Is scheduled for 9:30 Eastern, 8:30 Central. Right. So D, Matriarchs marching in this bitch. I see you. So y'all stay attentive, stay focused. Black Magic 363, 9:30 tonight. Catch me. And that's where I'll be at. And All you gotta do is send me the link. You know anything you doing, I'm part of that shit instantly. You ain't gotta do them, but send me the link. Right? All right, people. I'm about to cut out. Just remember, this shit a wrap. Fuck the motherfucking lizard. Fuck the motherfucking Pope. They can all eat shit and die as far as I care. But we gonna move on to the next level. So I'll catch y'all about 9:30 tonight. And I'm finna get back to my other cleaning and shit. So peace out, y'all.